some communication building exercises, active listening challenge. Pair up team members again. I'm real big into pairing people up. One person speaks for a minute about a topic while the other person listens without interrupting. Afterward, the listener must summarize what they heard. This is a great activity. I do this a lot when I'm speaking to my son. When he says something to me, I'll be like, let me make sure I understand what you're saying, or make sure I understand what you're asking. You can also do this in the workplace. The 5-minute feedback exercise. Team members take turns giving and receiving feedback. That's another thing. I find a lot of time with teams, people don't accept criticism well. So any exercises that you can do where you're teaching or working on constructive feedback are going to be very instrumental in making sure that you have a cohesive team. Back-to-back drawing. Pair up team members, have them sit back-to-back. One person is given a symbol image and the other person must describe it to their partner. This could be a very interesting icebreaker if you're having an in-person meeting. And then lastly, emoji check-in. I've never done this before, but I thought this was a good idea, that at the beginning of the meeting, you could ask team members to choose an emoji or description that best represents how they're feeling. And I've heard of something called a feeling wheel or emotions wheel. And I'm saying that we're going to come together and hold hands and sing Kumbaya. But if you know where a person is when you're starting off on the meeting and they're able to release that, sometimes just telling someone that you're not feeling well or you're tired or you're sad, just other people knowing that they know how to receive your responses and they don't get offended if your responses are not being given with the same energy or enthusiasm that they typically are. So I kind of like the idea of the emoji check-in.